So let's go into our Wuji stance. Feet about shoulder width apart. Feet facing forward, comfortably forward. Knees just slightly bent. Bring the hips forward so the tailbone points towards the floor. Feel like the top of the head is being lifted upward, elongating the spine. Bring the chin down and in. Drop the shoulders down and let them roll forward, bringing the arms around in front, slightly away from the body. Breathing in and out through the nose. And as you breathe in, let the abdomen expand outward, drawing the breath all the way down. Try to visualize that breath going down to the lower dantian, the abdomen. And we pause as the abdomen compresses back towards the spine, pushing the breath all the way up and out. With each breath, try to slow it down a little bit more, making it deeper, longer, both on the inhalation and the exhalation. Just bring your focus to the breath and let every other thought just kind of fade away. Try to notice the quality of the breath. Couple more nice, long, deep breaths as you start to feel your feet sinking into the ground. Feel all the parts of your soul touching the earth. Feel that energetic connection all the way to the center of the earth, anchoring you, rooting you. Feel the earth rising up to support you, merging with you. Bring your attention back to the breath. Couple more nice, long, deep breaths as you bring your focus entirely to the breath. Step out to a little wider stance. Let's start with water waves. So we're just turning from the waist. Let the hands just float through the air in front of you. The palms turning in the direction that you're moving, just slightly. Nice and slow. Slower you can move, the better. Feel the air moving between your fingers. See if you can feel some resistance as your hands move through the energetic field around you, the weight you. Couple more times. And slow it down, come to a stop. Let the hands keep moving and let them go wherever they want, generally forming figure eights all around the body, up above you, down below, behind you, the sides. The hands can either move together or they can move independently. Let them just take you wherever they want to go. As we move the energies across the body, connecting the right and left brain, allowing the energies to cross over. And slow it down, come to a stop. Very gradually slow. And continuing to turn from the waist, let the arms just hang. And let the momentum cause the arms to strike the body. So the forearms strike the body, the area of the belly button, and directly behind. On your back, the area we call the Ming Men, or the door of life. Look over the shoulder as you turn, so you get a little further around each time. Bring your focus to the spine, to each individual vertebra. As each one turns and loosens and relaxes, starting from the spine, bottom of the spine, all the way up into the neck. Wake up some of the meridians in our legs. We'll start with the kidney meridian. So as we turn the back foot, bring the heel up, push the toes into the ground. Activating bubbling spring, the kidney 1 point at the bottom of your foot. Come back to flat-footed. And now as you turn the foot that you're turning towards, you're going to lift the toes towards you and push the heel down into the ground. Stimulating the 6 meridians to come up and down the leg through the ankles. Back to being flat-footed. And And then let the top hand come up, connecting with a loose fist onto the chest, just inside the shoulder crease, stimulating the lung points. Now let that upper hand come up to the base of the neck. Stimulating especially the gallbladder and triple warmer meridian. And back down to the chest. And back down to the waist. Gradually let it slow down and come to a stop. Staying with the wide stance, or quite honestly, even going wider. Hands on your thighs. Just shift your weight side to side with the feet facing fairly forward. We're not turning them out. We're not doing horse riding stance. Try to feel the stretch on the insides of your legs as you pull down. Change the position, open it up even more if you can. You can take your hands away from your thighs. That's great. If you need that support, that's fine too. But get down and let it stretch. And then switch to the other side, nice and slowly. Good. One more time each side. Come back to the middle. Bring the hands in front of you. Just feel the energy coming out of your palms, filling that space between your hands, forming an energy ball, a chi ball. We're going to roll that ball over so that our right hand is on top, left hand is on the bottom. We're going to turn to the left and we're going to kind of like serve a platter with our left hand while the right hand comes palm up over the top of your head as you turn back. You're going to come forward, grab onto that chi ball again, roll it over. This time the right hand serves the platter. Left hand comes up over the head. Breathe in as you come into the center. Breathe out as you go to the side. Pausing between each. One more time each side. We're We're going to move from dragon flow into the leopard. So we're going to continue that movement, come around. But now as we come back to the midline. Right hand drops down and points towards your armpit. Left hand comes across the body as you lean to the right. Then come back, hold the chi ball, and now we turn to the right. And then as we come back to the middle, we push across the opposite way. Come back to the chi ball. Breathing out. Breathing in. Breathing out. Breathing in. One more time, you start. Good. Come back to center. Holding into that chi ball. Walk it in. Take that chi ball, bring it up over your head. And then just lower it. Feel your head go into that energy ball. And then pop out as your chest goes into it. Bring it all the way down to the hips. Let the energy continue to flow down the legs, all the way into the ground as you bring that energy ball in front of you. Now bring your hands so that your fingertips point straight down, stretching the fingers slightly back and apart. Thumbs are pointing straight out in front of you. Fingers are pointing towards the ground. As we breathe in, we're going to stress these areas. We're going to tighten as much as we can, like we're lifting a very heavy object. And then relax and bring it in. We're going to go to baby chicken. Pushing the fingers down towards the ground, flexing the wrists. Breathe in. Breathe out as you relax. Pushing with the heels of the hands, pulling the fingertips back. Push to the side. Breathe in as you come in and relax. Breathe out. Fingers stretched apart and slightly pulled back as we send it out to the horizon, pushing all the way to the horizon. Come back down, relax. Let's do it again. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out all the way down. One more time. Down. Good. Working a little more on the spine, spinal cord breathing. So remember, the key to this is the hips. So as we start, we're lifting the arms. Arms are bent a bit. Elbows come up over the shoulders if that's comfortable. Always stay within your comfort zone. We're going to push the hips back As we then look up and put the chest towards the ceiling, pull the elbows down and back and around, pulling the shoulder blades together, opening the chest. And we switch. We bring the elbows up and around. Forearms come together as palms are facing you. Hips come forward. We're not bending at the waist. We're just tucking the chin and arching the back now the opposite direction. So we breathe in and breathe out. Nice and slow, controlled, staying within your comfort zone. Don't push it. There's no reason to. And in fact, if you're going out of your comfort zone, you're actually slowing down any kind of progress or anything that you're trying to achieve. The body gradually, comfortably fix itself correct. Move towards full range of motion. Don't try to force it. If you ever experience any pain or discomfort, you know then you need to limit the motion, get back into the comfort zone. Less stressed you are, more comfortable you are, better the energy will flow. One more time. Good. Let's go right into heart to the sky. So we're just going to open, look up, pushing the shoulder blades again together, opening the chest, then come into prayer position. Bring the shoulders forward, let them roll forward, collapsing the chest. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more time, then we're going to transition into lung flow. Palms facing down, don't look up. Open the chest now, slightly different, pulling the shoulder blades together lower now. Then turn the hands over, palms up, thumb and first finger come together, forming a little circle. Forearms come together as you pull the shoulders forward and down, squeezing in on the chest, opening the shoulder blades. So we breathe in and breathe out. One more time. Good. Let it drop. Bring down the heavens. As you breathe in, let the hands float up, palms up, gathering the energy in the palms. Feel the weight of the energy. Get all the way up. Pause the breath. And then as you breathe out, push that energy down through the top of the head, down the torso, down the legs, into the ground. Twice more. Breathe in. Breathe out. Last one. If you have any trouble sleeping, this is one of the best postures you can do. Getting that energy out of your head, bringing it down to the lower dantian, moving whatever energy no longer serves you. You're cycling to the ground. So now we're going to bring our hands to the tops of our thighs. Open up your stance a little bit. We're going to push the hips to the left. We're then going to drop the shoulder, then let the head drop. That pushes the right hip up. So we're going to shift our way to that side and then let everything just kind of drop. And then just kind of make it into a nice flowing motion. As I've said many times before, I like to think of this as a strand of kelp in the ocean, gently being pushed by the waves. The key here is to let the spine snake from side to side. There's no forward motion at all. Nice and slow. Very gently. Moving in the last two directions. Spine moves in. Feeling that all the way from the bottom of the spine all the way up into the neck. One more time each side. Right back to the center. Just very gently turn the head side to side, looking over the shoulder. Come back to the center and look to the opposite side. Breathing out as you look to the side. Pause. Breathe in, come back to the center. Pause. Breathe out. Breathe in. Again, nice and slow and controlled. One more time each side. And back to the center. Golden cock pecks the rice. So here, remember, we need to lead with the chin. We're not allowing the head to go back and crimp any of the nerves in the neck. We're going to come up and forward with the neck, stretching the whole front of the neck. Then back to neutral. Now the chin goes down and forward at about a 45-degree angle, and that should stretch the back of the neck. So we breathe in as we come back to neutral. We breathe out as we go out. One more time, each side for each angle. Good. And again, just gently turn the head side to side here, not even with the breath, just allowing everything to kind of loosen up, feel comfortable. Palms in front of you, hands in front of you, palms up. As we breathe in, we're bringing the energy up from the ground, up through the soles of your feet, up the legs, up the torso as the hands float up in the body, fingers interlace. They rotate in front of the face, palms up. As you follow with your eyes, they go up and slightly back. Breathing out, down. Breathe in. Pause. Breathe out. Good. Now we're going to add just a little bit more to this. We're going to come up, follow it with the eyes as you go slightly up and back and slightly behind you. Now holding the breath, look forward, feel that stretch in the back of the neck and in the shoulders. And then breathe out, down. Good pause, breathe in, bringing the energy up. Hold the breath, look forward, breathe out, down. One more time. And good. Stepping out to a little wider stance. Drawing the bow. So we're going to bring our hands up, wrists crossed. Left hand is in front. So we're going to pull with the inside, the right hand, as the left hand moves out, either squeezing the forefingers down and having a sight, or the whole palm up, doesn't really matter. And as you sight, drop down, pull only to the shoulder. Don't pull beyond. Some people have a tendency to pull on. Pull to the shoulder. Then float up. Let this arm come around. And now we switch. Breathe in as you come across. Breathe out as you pull the bow. One more time each side. Good. Down. Clearing the lungs. Bring the feet close together. Breathing in, hands come up to the chest while you rise up on your toes. Breathe out as you go down. Good. Keeping the hands down. Pushing down with the right hand, palm down. Left hand comes up, rolls in front of your face, palm up. Fingers on both hands pointing towards the midline of the body as you push them apart. Breathe in, we turn the pinkies towards the body. Back of the hands cross. Breathing out as they separate. One more time each side. Good. Clear to the lungs. Breathe in. Breathe out. Step out to about shoulder width, palms facing down towards the earth. As you look over your left shoulder, you're going to rotate the entire arm back. As you look over the shoulder, come back to center. Now, as you look over the right, you're going to bring the thumbs in and back as you're keeping a fairly flat palm, turning the entire arm. Breathing in as you look out to the side, breathe out as you come back to center. One more time each side. Good. Clear the lungs. Breathe in. Breathe out. Step out to a wider stance. Feet facing fairly forward. Hands either on your hips or behind you. I'm just going to use my hands to show you what I'm doing. So we're going to turn to the right side. We're then going to bend at the waist with a nice flat back. We're looking at the heel. Then we're coming around, we're looking at the toes, then the opposite foot. To the heels of that, coming up, looking still to the side. Then dropping back down, and coming across again. So we're breathing out as we go down and across. Breathing in as we come up. One more time each side. Actually, this is the side we started on, so we're going to do one more. Back to the beginning. Turn around in front. Walk it into about shoulder width or a little closer. Hands on the kidneys, give a nice rub. Feel the energy activated in the palms, allow thumb points. Filling the kidneys with a nice dark blue light. And breathing out, we're going to push down the back of the legs. Come around the toes, keeping a flat back, the arms rise up, and then we just kind of hinge upward. Slightly back, if you can do that comfortably. Hold your breath, drop your hands down to the kidneys. Breathe out as you go down. Pause. Breathe in. Hold the breath. And go down. Last one. And back down. Stepping out to a wider stance so that you can comfortably drop down. Loose fists, palms up on the hips. As we drop down and clench every muscle in your body, we're going to bring that left hand out, rotating it so it's palm down and in front of the chest as we punch the air. We're then going to relax, gather the energy, pull it in as we come back up. Then we switch to the opposite side. Gather the energy, pull it in. Breathe out. Gather, breathe in. One more time each side. Bring it in. Walk it in. Let the arms drop down. We're going to rise up. We're going to bring the heels up. Leave the hands down as we breathe in. We're going to pause, and then when we breathe out, we're going to let the heels hit the ground just hard enough that you can feel a vibration coming up all the way through the body, and just let the body relax, kind of like Jello. So we're going to breathe in, come up onto the toes. Breathe out through the mouth. Breathe in through the nose. Breathe out. Last one. Good. Stepping out just a little bit. Bring your hands up, palms up, slightly behind you as you take a nice deep breath in through the nose, and then exhale through the mouth with a big sigh as you drop your arms and relax the body. Usually this causes a yawn. It's perfectly fine. It's actually good. One more time. Nice deep breath in, cleansing breath out. Twice more. Good. Bringing the feet close together. Right hand palm up below the lower dantian. Left hand scoops out. Thumb and first finger separate. Breathing out, thumb facing the center line of the body, just floats down till it gets to the bottom and it switches. Breathe in. Pause. Breathe out. Try to feel the energy coming out of that gap between the thumb and the first finger. Balancing the energies of the three dantians. The upper dantian in the forehead, middle dantian in the chest, the lower dantian in the abdomen. One more time each side. Finish with one palm over the other, doesn't matter which, either interlacing the webbing of the thumbs or holding at the wrist. Hands are over the belly button or just slightly below the belly button. Try and sense the energy coming out of the palms, filling the abdomen. You can visualize brilliant white light. Maybe you feel the warmth, maybe you feel cold. Every time we sense energy, it can be different. And then just let that energy spiral down your legs and up your torso. Let your body relax, rock and sway like a bamboo in the wind. As it moves through your body, removing any darkness, any energetic stagnation or blockages, dispelling negative thoughts and emotions, until every part of your body is aglow with this energy. This loving light, that it then expands beyond your physical body, encasing you in a protective cocoon. And as you float weightlessly inside this cocoon, become aware of what it feels like to be safe, to be healthy, to be at peace. Take a deep breath. Gather those energies and those feelings and take them with you for the rest of the day. Thank you.